Oh, hi there. Cello. Hey now. Hola. And ba weep grana weep mini bong. However you want to say it. Welcome to that Kev1 show. Hey guys, came all this way. Thanks for pushing play for me and my next guest, who's probably already brought you laughs at any number of his stand-up appearances at the Improv in the Greater Hollywood area and more. And for you stream junkies, a growing list of film work. You probably caught him on like Superstore, Frasier, Law and Order, Jane the Virgin, In Other Words, Loosely, Exactly, Nicole, NCIS, Lethal Weapon, and many more. Rishi, Arya, welcome to the show.
What up, world?
Woohoo! Yeah.
What's going on?
You were driving into the future, I know, from what we were talking about, but man, what's life going on in Hollywood? Is it phenomenal? I know the weather's great and it's freezing the rest of the planet, but,
Yeah, I can't complain about the weather. We did have rain. It happens once in a while here. It'll rain for, a long time, but, no complaints about the weather. That's like the only good, consistent thing we have.
Oh, I know, yeah, I'm from Portland, Oregon, you may or may not know, but I lived in LA for about 5 years for acting, and it rained I don't know, once a year when I was there.
Yeah.
And it was light rain, but it was so funny to me, especially being from Portland, but it was just hilarious. I'm driving in Burbank or somewhere, and all of a sudden, it's like cars were driving in super slow motion, and almost like they were moonwalk driving. It was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, people drive badly here, even when it looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah, no, yeah. I feel like I'm a better driver. I'm almost like Joe Astor from Viper, because it's like driving around meteors when I was there, and I'm sure still, maybe it's worse, I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I honestly can't complain about it here. How come you left? You didn't want to pursue acting?
Oh, man, no, nothing crazy. I'm acting here and everything, and I've flown to LA and, for stuff, and other places. It feels like we film more stuff. Even if you book something in Hollywood over Zoom, you're flying to Atlanta or something, it feels like, so.
Yeah. That happens.
And it's funny, when I was, I came back, the long story short, kind of dark, like the DC universe. The walls were just kind of closing in. I found myself, spending more money on rent and everything. And I didn't blow up there yet, so it's like, well, and my mom, probably mistakenly, was like, oh, you could always move back home and do your, and that's not how she talks at all. She's more like an abusive Italian woman, but, and I was like, well, maybe I could do that for a minute and then get an apartment again. And I was like, cause it's like a lot of the stuff I was doing, it was great to be in Hollywood. And I lived in Burbank, right across in, Toluca Lake neighborhood, right across from Warner Brothers. It was great.
Toluca Lake,
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. It was inspiring. I had a lot of great memories and stuff, but it's and I'm glad I did it. But, and now, ironically, most of my guests, even living in Hollywood, or oh man, you're doing this big Hollywood project, you're on set, and we're doing this interview from, remotely, and they're in Atlanta. They're in, somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
It's
just kind of funny.
New Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Because Netflix opened a bunch of studios there. This is the first time, kind of, I don't know about in history, but basically, and anybody can remember that New York and New Jersey have more acting work than LA.
That's wild. I believe it because I'm hearing from everybody, so many acting friends and stuff. It's wild. I just remember in high school, I've said this on the show probably ad nauseum, so any super friends probably tired of it, I'll say it, but I had a girl that was the first one that broke, you have that girl that breaks your heart and that makes you go on a long tear and makes you dark for life. That was her, and it's like, oh, we're getting married, of course, in my mind, you were in high school or junior year or whatever, and I'm thinking, oh, so when we moved to LA, and I can't remember what I said, something about, when we moved to Hollywood, you want a pool or something, something about Hollywood, and she's like, I'm not moving to California, and in my mind I was like, fuck, this isn't gonna work out, because I just always knew as an actor, since method acting before I knew what it was on the playground,
Right.
Pretending you're Optimus Prime all the way home from recess. But, yes, I knew I had to go to LA, so I'm glad I did, and might end up there again, but I probably don't have to. Oregon's it's only a 2-hour flight, and stuff, for example.
Yeah, no, I've never been to Oregon. I was supposed to go there for a bunch of months to do the Oregon Shakespeare Festival last year.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, man, you missed out, because I had a friend that did that.
Where is that?
It's an orgy. It's somewhere in Oregon, yeah. I've never did it, but,
why is it? It's not Portland.
No, it's...
What are the other big cities there? That's escaping me.
I don't think it's Salem, is it? It's not Salem, is it? Is it Bend? Is it Bend, Oregon? Troutdale? Troutdale?
No, you're saying every place but that.
I know, probably.
Say another one?
Silverton, Oregon City?
Oh, man, it's going to bother me now. Hold on. Look it up. Oregon Shakespeare. I should know. I was literally going to go there.
Well, I don't know if you're in a relationship or married with kids, but apparently...
Ashland.
Oh, Ashland. Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Ashland,
really greenery, yeah.
I was supposed to go there last August. And I was going to be there for a bunch of months. I was already looking up, gigs to do, stand-up to do. I had a very, real good contract to go there. And then literally 3 days before I was supposed to leave, I booked the recurring on 911.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to do it next year. They said they would have me back. Whether
cool.
I don't know. But I'm going to try to, go back next August and be there for a few months.
Oh, hell yeah. You hit me up when you're here.
So, yeah. I mean, I was looking for, I was going to do stand-up there. I was going to, have a car there. I was actually kind of very excited for it. But it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. You do run into, like, a lot of celebrities here. Not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. More than you'd think. And more than it used to be, like, I mean, when I was living in LA, it's like every time I came back home for Christmas, people were like, who have you seen? And it's like, who have I not seen? Because you forget, they're next to you at the stoplight, they're pumping their own gas. Unlike, here you don't pump your own gas in Oregon. But,
right.
So, you see them at the store, whatever. It's, that's funny.
Yeah.
Ashland, though. And 911. Very cool.
Yes.
Well, you weren't in the famous season about taking it out of the ordinary with the meteors and stuff? That went viral?
Yes, I was in that.
Oh, you were?
I'm in that. It's their big 3-arc episode where they're in space.
Holy fuck. I was obsessed with that. I didn't watch it.
I'm the guy they brought in to help save Angela.
Bro, I'm gonna watch that. I'm so gonna watch that.
I think it's episode 2, 3, and 4. I think something like that.
Oh my god.
That was season that's still going on now.
I was obsessed with that trailer. I was so obsessed with that trailer. You probably were too, just because you were on it, but also maybe as a comedian, and everything to it.
Yeah.
Just the whole, it's like a Marvel thing coming to Earth, and I'm like, what are they gonna do? You're an ambulance driver.
Because it was such a weird out-of-the-box thing they did.
Code 6-7, brace for impact! Like, what are you guys doing? It's just so great. Oh, it was gold. Your comedy troupe should have done a parody of that, maybe. Or maybe you did.
So it was cool, but I would have liked to have done both. But I traveled back and forth.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt is one of the stars I saw when living in LA. That I told people. I think what I told people one thing I told people about that when I came back to town for Christmas, I was like, saw Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she's beautiful, and she was, I think, the one person that looked exactly like how you think she would look. Like, everyone else was, like, taller, smaller, you know what I mean? Oh, is that you? Like, Danny Trejo was way shorter than I thought. I didn't know he was, his height. I thought he was just like the Hulk.
Right.
And I saw him in a movie theater. He just passed me. I was like, oh, he just passed me in the movie theater at one of the AMCs probably. And I was like, oh, okay.
He's a pretty big business owner here. He has a donut shop. He's got a Mexican place.
Oh, cool.
He's putting his money around,
Oh, cool. That's nice.
I haven't seen him around yet. I moved here long enough ago that I used to see Ron Jeremy everywhere.
Oh, my God.
I used to see Ron Jeremy at the bank, Ron Jeremy at the... I was just seeing that. Then, he got Me Too'd, which is weird when a what? Gets Me Too'd, but...
That's crazy, yeah. I just remember... I can't remember what happened to him. I just remember, that's creepy stuff. It's dark and he's cancer.
Apparently it was really bad. I don't know what it was, but it was bad enough. I think he went to jail.
Did he?
It was bad like that.
I just remember everything. People do the circulating picture of him and John Connor, Edward Furlong, right? But they both look depressed and, not the best. That's always the picture circulating. Huh.
Yeah.
I remember going to, I wonder if they still do it. Cause in Portland and Washington here, it's Safeway at the store. In Burbank, it's Vons, same company that I used to go to Vons all the time in Burbank. I think it was all night. And it was in this mini mall, and there was a bar, and it had porn star karaoke. And then every time, if you forgot it was Thursday or whatever night it was on, you'd be like, in the middle of the night, or 1 or 12 at night, you'd be at the Vons, and you'd be like, whoa, why is that the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in every aisle? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's porn star karaoke night, so.
The Valley is known for porn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's still like that. I feel like OnlyFans.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's just mostly civilians doing it now.
OnlyFans was like the Uber to porn's taxis.
Wait, what were you saying? OnlyFans?
Kind of, like Uber destabilized the taxi industry. I feel like basically OnlyFans did that to the porn industry.
One of my favorite Temu purchases is a tank top for the gym, and it's a parody of the OnlyFans symbol in the font. It says Only Gains, and it's like a muscle flex, but it looks like, the emblem.
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm doing like the squat machine or whatever, or the crunch machine rather, like I'm wondering like if someone walks by and does a double take, I'm like, oh god, is it too like bent in? Because I'm bending and stuff like. I kind of want them to not think I have an OnlyFans. Well, there's no shame in that, I guess. What am I saying?
Yeah, you can. Well, now even comics have OnlyFans just for their comedy. Like,
is that a real thing? I mean, is that a viable thing? Because I've seen ads.
OnlyFans was doing tapings. They did a bunch of comedian tapings. Trying to get because they were trying to turn OnlyFans into like a regular subscription. Cause like, dude, people are here for porn.
Yeah.
Comedy. Let them have it.
Were you toying with doing that, or did you do that? Do you have like an OnlyFans comedy?
No, I have no. I don't have that type of. Ever since what was it, 2018 or COVID, the model of being an artist changed to like. Now you got to do everything. Be the subscriber. I'm not that. Like I'm not the. It's like, I don't know, it's like, be a huge attention whore.
Totally.
Okay, I know I'm a little bit of a narcissist, but I'm not this much of a narcissist.
Well, you gotta be as a narcissist, yeah.
I'm uploading a video of myself 5 times a day, and like, my stupid looking face, I can only take it so much, so no, I don't, I mean, if they offered me a bunch of money, which they will not do, then of course I would do it like a job.
You never know.
But, of my own free will, no, I'm not looking into that.
I mean, so you act, you do comedy, so like, do you, like, inside, like, you're, would you say you're more an actor or a comedian, like, as an artist?
It's hard, people ask me that all the time.
Oh, yeah?
They ask me that, but at this point, it's like, I know, like, speaking of the internet, they kind of make you choose, because now the internet model is pigeonhole yourself as much specifically as possible and do the same thing over and over again. But, dude, I do comedy every day. So, like, when you're a comic, that's kind of what it is. But when you're an actor, you're not acting every day. It's just not what it is. But I care about both. I take them both very seriously, and they're both, my passion. So I don't differentiate very much in between. I wouldn't necessarily choose one over the other, and I don't think you need to, because every successful comedian also acts. It's not the other way around. Most actors do not do comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy is kind of like the more blue-collar thing of all the performance art forms. But, to me, they kind of hold hands, one and the same.
Yeah, so you have, like, the bad side of both, then, in the way that, like, I remember, like, because, I dabble in kind of a lot of that stuff, everything I try to, so I'm not pigeonholed in a certain kind of role and everything, but, like, it's like, there's the family, or your job or your social life, where your family's like, hey, actor guy. I remember, like, as a teenager, people would be like, do the preacher. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Someone from when I was a little kid doing an impersonation of, like, a preacher or something like that. And then, like, I remember, like, in, I don't know, middle school or grade school, people being like, oh, you're funny, Kevin, right? Make me laugh. And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm not telling you to, like, you're a basketball player, hey, win the game right now. Or something, It's like, wait.
Well, what happens to me is whenever I go to, like, my cousin's wedding or my friend's wedding, they go like, hey, why don't you officiate and do the hosting and maybe do a stand-up thing? I was like, no, bro, I'll look like an attention whore. I can't do that. I'll do one thing for you, but, it's like, there's also a little bit of an optics thing where it's like, one, you don't really want to be there to work, and two, you don't want people looking at you like, who the hell is this guy? That's performing at a random family function,
I remember my cousin was like, I think we were at a funeral or a wedding or a funeral. The whole family was there, a lot of families, and they were like, and like, I don't know, there was some problem, and my cousin was like, oh, Kevin, you like talking to people. Go and ask why the chicken's not, or something. I'm like, what the fuck? What? I'm not, what? Yeah, let me go bother people. Doesn't mean let me go be a Karen.
It's a bit of a misconception that even though you perform in front of people for a living, that you're going to be this huge extrovert.
A lot of times it's the opposite, right? I remember.
I don't like doing a lot. Like, my wife is way more of an extrovert than me. I don't like going to parties. I don't like meeting new people. I don't really go to bars. I don't even drink. I don't do any of these things. But I do like doing. I could do stand-up for 600 people, no problem. Or I could, act or whatever. But it's not the same thing, really.
No, totally. I mean, I'm on the set of Navy Diver. Robert De Niro was like crazy quiet. Always Robert De Niro too, but sitting in his chair in the corner, away from everyone else, and not doing the yucks. A lot of people don't get that. I mean, I know I have this big vaudevillian mustache just because I've been growing it since my beard since COVID, so I did that. But I'm not Krusty the Clown. I'm not like sometimes, sometimes you're just walking around, you're probably at the grocery store with a somber face, or I don't know, but.
Right.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. So are you doing any stand-up tours right now? Or a certain night of the week?
I am not doing anything right now because now it's been the last time I went on the road to do stand-up. I went to New York, New Jersey, Virginia, D.C. It was before the holidays, and then I did a Christmas Carol. It was a play.
Oh yeah.
I was here.
Like the Christmas Carol, or
the Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
It was Jacob Marley, and
cool.
It was a great experience. I loved it, and I did that in Hollywood, and that's it. Now, I did 2 commercials. I did one that was in the Super Bowl national commercial for Walmart. I did that in January. And I've just been here kind of like, I do stand up around here, all the clubs and, the alt shows, and I just been, it's been high season for auditioning. So
oh yeah, I know January's pilot season. Is this, is March?
Well, the pilot season is usually February, March, a little bit of April, but pilot season kind of doesn't exist anymore. But it still is kind of a higher season for auditions in general. And I've kind of just been making my focus that. And also, stand-up has changed. I used to go on the road a lot for stand-up 2014, 15, 16, 17, when it was like about your... it was kind of like, did you have some stand-up accolades? Do you have a tape of you doing 30 minutes? Now, the model has changed to like, do you have a lot of Instagram followers you can sell tickets to?
Oh, fuck no. Really?
So there's a lot less people. Oh, yeah, it changed back in like 2019 and then COVID ramped it up. I remember I was touring opening for an influencer and everybody recognized him everywhere, but most of his audience have never been to a stand-up show before. They like him from his sketches. He does stand-up a lot now, but back then he didn't. So the game has changed very much, where it's like now it's not even, because the draw of comedy clubs was the comedy. Like people used to go to the comedy clubs not even knowing who's performing that night. They go, we go to this comedy club every week or two.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like, because of streaming, people are addicted to their phones like it's opium. No one's leaving their house unless they're going to see somebody who's famous on the phone.
Wow.
So it's like, it's just a different model now. They only kind of book people that can hopefully move tickets if they have a few 100,000 followers, and those are the comedians now. You're even seeing people like, like Eddie Pepitone, he's one of the greatest comedians in the world. Yeah. He's not, he's not what he was in terms of a big headliner going around, even though he's amazing, just because he's not an influencer.
So do they make him like, what do they make him, second to last, just because to be nice? Of his prestige?
For that, but either he'll join a bigger comic or he'll headline less. But there was a time where somebody like that, just based off of being an excellent comic, the comedy clubs would keep it in rotation, and the people came out and they were satisfied with them because they came out to see comedy. Now people are just coming out to see the name. And the name doesn't actually have to be that good at stand-up. They just want to see you exist, You can be a guy who's famous on Instagram for teaching people how to change their ringtones, and they'll come and see you do stand-up over seeing,
Rishi, Arya. It's crazy.
Nobody wants to see me. So people would see me incidentally. I featured for a lot of people, so I got to go up there and, half an hour and have.
Are they like? They're like, hey, aren't you that guy? Oh.
Yeah. So that so I kind of removed my focus from going on the road from that because it was just a bit bleak for someone like me.
That's crazy. I mean, I remember kind of not being depressed. I wouldn't say that's too strong of a term, but what's the step cousin of depressed? I don't know, less emotional. But I remember watching like a reality show or two, and then it's just a thing where like, oh, this is a celebrity edition of it. And you're like, okay, and you're watching, you're like, who are these people? And it's like they're famous for being on Instagram. They're famous for they have X amount of followers. They're the whatever, the shoe jelly girl. I'm like, what?
Every once in a while, I'll watch some. First of all, I'm old now. I never even heard of these people. But sometimes I'm like, let me watch this thing so I can be a little bit in touch.
Yeah, you want to be. Yeah.
And it's just like, I saw one. It was just like 2 girls and a guy in a room, and they're just like not even dancing. They're like laughing into the camera and like showing each other laugh. And I was like,
what?
This is it?
Oh wow.
Like, I thought maybe they were doing a podcast or talking.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything, dude. They're just kind of like, it's as if they're getting high and laughing without the getting high part.
It's just so crazy. Yeah, I just don't know. What is the formula? Because, like, there's so many times, like, I think I had TikTok, but there was a time, sadly, I shouldn't even admit this, where I was trying to post on TikTok once a day something, something entertaining, something whatever. But the reason I was trying to do it as a rule every day was because I watched something. I'm pretty sure I'm getting the name right. Who cares if not? But I'm pretty sure it's called the TikTok Murders, and I was like, okay, I just ended up watching it, and it's about this couple, and they blew up on TikTok, and then the guy murdered his wife, But it's like, and he was famous for I was like, what are they famous for? But they blew up. They were rich enough to move to LA. Just from being on TikTok, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, well, these guys don't. I mean, he did a good impersonation of Al Pacino in Scarface. Usually, that's pretty much what he was doing all the time. Sketches of doing Scarface. I'm like, I could do Marty McFly and recite Back to the Future all day. Anyway, but it's like, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll do TikTok. Add a little something to it that I already might once a week or a month. I might try to do something every day if I got something to do.
But it really kind of shows you how we all just got roped into this pyramid scheme.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, all right, I guess now I'll work for free every day for this $1 billion app making content that I don't want to do.
Yeah, I've never done the. Have you ever done the live thing? With the hearts and the. I've never done that.
No, I have no idea how any of that even works.
But you know what I'm talking about? Like, I've seen that one scrolling. Like,
I know it exists.
Yeah.
But I have no clue. Now it's like, and you have maybe big managers come out like, before you contact me, I need to see that you have this many followers. You have a spreadsheet of all the tour people that booked you. It's like, well, what do you exist for then? It's like, what is the...
Well, yeah, how stupid am I? I'm still looking at the star meter on IMDb wondering if it means jack shit. I don't know. Oh, it's green or red. Yeah. Oh, whew, whatever, Like I had Kermit the Frog on last week promoting the new Muppet Show special, and then checking my Instagram, my IMDb, like a couple days later, like, does that reach my star meter yet? Or, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I guess I should be doing TikToks.
People are still looking people
I don't.
IMDb.
Oh, I know.
There's some star meter inflation, whereas like the people that used to have a high star meter, like 10,000, now they're at like 20,000, and that's considered high,
Maybe it's the tariffs.
It's like people don't care about that stuff anymore. They just... It's a new generation of human beings. They're younger. They just care about the phone.
Like, say when you're a 911 or NCIS, what have you, do you ever, say to someone who's not an actor, someone at IMDb, or, hey, IMDb me, or something, and they're like, what's that? You're like, oh, my God.
It hasn't happened yet. Because I live in LA.
Yeah, you live in LA, so never mind. Yeah, that's,
No IMDb.
Yeah.
But I never, But I did notice that there was a time where your star meter would be a lot higher. Now it's like everyone is just... And the star meter kind of doesn't matter. A lot of times you can artificially pump that too, so it's not really to be taken that serious. But yeah, everything like that matters a bit less. And even with the social media itself, the gold rush has kind of ended. Like, I used to post a random stand-up clip, and it would get 50,000 views in one day. Now I'm lucky if it gets 5,000. If I get 5 or 11,000, if I get 11,000, it's like, ooh, that was pretty good.
I always wonder how it works. Or if people can't see you. You ever wonder that? That's what's crazy. Yeah.
More people than ever are just posting, and
is that it?
I think also, it's that, and also these companies like Meta, they kind of would rather have more people with less followers and a few big stars that have power. Any platform, they don't want you to have much power. They just kind of want you doing the work for free. If you have, hundreds of thousands of followers, you're kind of making money off of them. They don't really want that, but all they're interested is in people that are on it, scrolling their life away, losing their consciousness in the phone prison. They're more into that.
In the soup.
And they don't need stars. Now we're at a point where your own followers don't see your content. You have to pay to push your content to your own followers.
It's like how those dating sites work, It's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's how everything works. It's the same thing with Uber and Amazon. You come in, social media came in, they were giving you the views, they were giving people careers, and then once everybody was addicted to it, they go, okay, shut it down, shut off the views, don't even show people their content to make them pay. And now we're just kind of stuck in it. Same thing, Uber came in, they operated in a way where the end user was paying very little. We all went to Uber, taxis went out of business, and the cost of Uber went up, and they're not paying their employees at all. Same thing with Amazon, did the same thing. They're shutting down all the stores around you. Now your Prime doesn't even get delivered for the thing you pay for on time. It's just it's just a model of business / late stage capitalism, whatever you want to call it, to just kind of just take advantage and be greedy at any turn you can get,
You think we're just fucked as society, you think? Or what? I don't know.
Well, we were fucked in society before we were born. It's just like the nature of...
Now we just know we're fucked.
Like, society is created by people, and people are far from perfect. You know, somebody's always... People always like, I don't believe that there's any corruption in politics, or they always argue about that. I was like, dude, I'm going to open mic and comedians are rigging the bucket. So, yeah, of course, if they're rigging it at that level, people just rig things. You know, people are just kind of, I don't want to say I have absolutely no faith in humanity, but, you know, the social media has made it very transparent that, you know, a lot of it is collusion and corruption. So all you can do as an artist is really just, well, pursue your passion to what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, happens. I have no passion for spamming my face on social media. I don't like looking at my own face that much.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you hate that when you get that thing?
I like doing stand-up. I like acting. I'll keep doing that.
Yeah.
If I get somewhere, I get somewhere. If I'm not, if this is just meant for the sociopaths that do that, then let them have it. It is what it is. You know. So.
Oh, do you hate that when it's either Facebook or Instagram? Me, it's both. Where you get that little alert saying you posted 100% less, so you got 200% less followers. You got 100%. You posted 3 things. You got 100% more.
You for that. If you become inconsistent,
oh my God.
If you become inconsistent, they'll suppress you a little bit. If you're more consistent, they'll push you. It's rewarding you being addicted.
Okay, so is that what it, I mean, you've probably got this then. I've had this, I want to say twice, because it's definitely not less than a handful, where it says, I'm like, what did I do? And it said, since you made quality content, X amount more people are seeing. It said that. I was like, whoa, like, so I'm not getting seen as much. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, so you weren't being seen before. Yeah, you're not even being seen by your own people.
But also, thanks for petting my head and my belly, saying I made quality content. I look back, I'm like, what did I post? Like, what the fuck did I post? What did I post? Just doing normal stuff in my normal life.
It's because when you get a thing like that, it releases a bit of endorphins.
Yeah, it did. Sad to say.
And then, you feel validated, and you want to do it some more.
I know.
There's a lot of work that goes into that. You're losing hours of your life.
Exactly. Stop making me social goon, Facebook. Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I am gonna have to split. I'm going into a thing now that I'm already 15 minutes late for.
Oh no! All right, man. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. I mean, we'll touch base hopefully more in the near future.
If you wanna, let me know if you wanna pick it up. You know, again tomorrow for a bit. I'll be free for that.
Oh yeah, we can just do it more in the near future for sure. Yeah, especially when you have your next thing and stuff. We want to ask more about if you ever discovered what Momo Booty was or what, but from your past. But yeah.
No, you know what? I never looked it up.
Oh.
I never looked it up, but I should.
But yeah, man, thanks a lot. Thanks so much for joining us. It took enough of your time. Man, yeah.
Thank you.
Really quick, is there any place you want fans to find you socially or any sites?
Look me up on, I'm on Instagram. And this is my name, Rishi, RISHI_EH. It's like A, because my last name is Arya, but it's A, like, because I'm Canadian.
Yeah. Oh,
and you can follow me on there. I'm posting, I'm trying to post somewhat consistently there. And I always post my shows in the stories. You can catch me. I perform in LA regularly. I go to New York. I tour around, so, you can keep up with me there.
All right, well, cool, man. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you, Kevin.
Sharing your side of the curtain and bringing laughs to the world, and have fun with wherever you're driving right now.
All right. Will do, brother.
All right, man. Night.
Be safe.
You too, bro.
Okay, bye.
And that was Triple Threat artist and comedian Rishi Arya. Catch him live if you're lucky, and on the upcoming, let's see, I just got a note in cursive. Last Chance, Love, Touch, Hate, coming this year. This episode of That Kev 1 Show is dedicated to actor Tom Noonan. Well, friends, the theater lights have come back on overhead. Please clean up the candy wrappers you snuck in and traverse safely. See you next week, or superfans online at patreon.com/thatkev1show. Good night. Rep the brand as behind-the-scenes film talk, positive vibes, and discovering what the human condition is all about as nonstop creativity guides us on and on and on with That Kev 1 Show merchandise. Now for sale at thatkev1show.etsy.com. That Kev 1 Show, spelled of course that, Kev number 1 N, show. Hey, you're a fan. You want to rep it. You know how to spell it. So get it today and glow with us. This portion of that Kev 1 show is supported by Bohemian Dream Gifts, made with organic and natural oils that nourish and hydrate your skin. Man, I don't know if it's the weather outside or the gym that was killing my skin, because my right elbow on the, it itched like the Dickens, like I was becoming like the lizard from Marvel Comics. I think it's that machine where you put your elbow in and do the lifts, for the bicep. But I was itching my skin like crazy during, well, I won't say who because I don't want them associated with rough skin, with one of our guests here in the near future here. But my right elbow was getting ashy and coming up, getting red and irritated. Anyway, I used some of the promotional cookie dough body oil from Bohemian Dream Gifts that they gave us, and my skin, I'm not kidding, came back. I can vouch for that one. The cookie dough oil baby body oil, the cookie dough body oil brought my skin back to life like an Evanescence song. I'm not kidding. My skin is smooth and happy again. 100%. You can buy cookie dough oil on Etsy at the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop. Check out their other stuff as well, but that's one that I swear by now. And as soon as my promotional one runs out, I'm going to order some myself. So go to Etsy and visit the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop today. What's better than your favorite talk show? Well, maybe homemade delicious food, cold beer, or a drink of your choosing in a comfortable atmosphere. Well, look no further than the Boulevard Tap House for the world-famous fish and chips, seafood, all-around delicious menu with pizza, all kinds of food, wings, steak bites, anything you can imagine when you want to watch the big game or catch some live jazz if you pick the right night. Open 7 days a week. Go to boulevardtaphouse.com right now. I like to go to their Terwilliger Curve location. That's the home location for their not only their fish and chips, and they knew that they always used to give me Caesar chicken salad and wine. They kind of made jokes and made fun of me of that. My favorite food there now might just be the brand new Mark Kevin. That's a margarita pizza named after me. Don't know if they did it because I'm Italian or what, but I had it, and it is delicious and, dare I say, nutritious. Anyway, friends, go on in, have a great time. When you're there, you truly are family. No cap. Enjoy the Boulevard Tap House today.